WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
Listed amongst those featured by Top Black Podcast. Yes, it's WRTR Real Talk Radio welcoming you to a new week. What it do, Miss Lyric? You back?
Yes, I am back, unless I'm not. You know how that go. But now I'm doing the full show, and I'm proud of that. So.
All right.
All right now.
Ticket Man, you
All
good?
Right I'm lovely. I am great.
All
Just one. I'm peachy.
Oh. Peaches aplenty.
Glad
Okay.
the lyrics is back.
Yay!
I
I'm
know.
so happy.
So all the people have been asking. So what's your official
It's
statement?
been months.
My official statement
Yeah.
is, girl, I'm about to get some coin.
Oh.
I know that's right.
I can't disclose a lot of stuff because,
Yeah.
you know, lawyers and that type of thing.
Right.
But, yeah, you know, I went through a little surgery and it didn't go accordingly. And so now I have to go through more stuff. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, on the bright side, I will be healthier and have a little bit of, you know, something in my pocket for my troubles.
Right.
That's
Drinks
all that
on her.
matters.
Yeah, so we'll
That
see.
is all that matters.
We shall see.
Well, it is good to have you back. We ready to get back into the swing of things, so we'll start it off. So what did you learn, Black, today? Take a man.
Why you always do this?
Because I need to know. What did you learn?
I ain't learned nothing black today. I am black.
Well, that is not
It's
a
the
revelation.
It's the other races that need to learn.
I learned something black today.
What'd you learn?
I learned that people still don't know how to mind their goddamn business.
That ain't black. That's just across the
Always
diaspora.
be,
No.
no.
When it comes to certain things, people just insert themselves in stuff they have no business.
No business.
None.
Okay.
And you get these people who just have the answer for everything, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been talking about the Krishan and Blueface whole debacle.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yes.
Take me out the group chat.
I actually got something to say about that one. Ooh.
Take me out the group chat.
Oh.
We did not need to be involved in any of that, but go
I'm
ahead.
tired. Body's weary.
Oh,
Okay.
what
Like,
irks you the
that-
most?
Over it. Everybody just got an opinion about it. And I'm
Those
just
people
like,
just
that's
going back and
not,
forth
first
about
of all,
it.
that ain't my baby. That ain't my situation. I really don't care less. I pray for the baby, though, because the way that baby's back was in that Walmart, child.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well, you actually
I got something to
posted.
say about that too, but
Go ahead.
something else.
Oh, okay.
It was something else regarding to that, but no.
Oh,
I do that in my,
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Lyric, I
I
know you
can't-
learned something, Black, because you posted about it. You posted the young man that graduated. He graduated with a 4.0. Young black boy. He graduated with a 4.0.
Oh, yes, the 9-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I like to do. Like, in the situation I'm in, I look for inspirational things to keep my spirits up. And
I
that
know
was
that's
one of
right.
the things that caught my attention today. A 9-year-old young black boy. Love to see it. Black excellence, baby. Black
Yes,
boy joy.
indeed.
Finished high school with a 4.0 GPA. That is amazing.
He did what?
He graduated high school at 9 years old with a 4.0 GPA.
You know what? That's funny. I find that's great, but that's funny because I was just actually looking at. It was on Netflix.
Oh God.
You know how they had the little shows about UFOs and aliens and all that stuff?
How did we
Well,
get here?
supposedly they call these type of kids star children, star kids. The kids
I think
that
I
are
heard
like
something about that.
that are very, very smart.
Mhm.
They was just talking about a little young Asian child who learned how to read,
Mhm.
was reading books before they even turned one.
Mhm.
And they were talking about ones that even graduated college, like at the age of 10, 11, 12, or whatever. And they
Mhm.
said those are supposedly they were called star kids.
Why white folks
They're
always
basically
trying to
like
rename
saying
shit?
that they were like they were saying that it's possible that humans were created by aliens in the
Child.
past
Mm,
when they
wow.
came here. They came here.
They did not.
Yeah. I said what? And they call those type of kids star kids.
So there's already a word for that. It's called genius. There's already a word. We don't need a new word for it, white people.
Because you know how they said we only use part of our brain?
Which part you be using?
And then there's those kids that can use a majority of their brain. So, yeah.
Which part you be using, Tigger?
Mind your business.
Yeah, okay.
Your business. Mind your business.
Well, since you learned nothing black, we sitting here talking about blacks, and then you brought up some Asian kids. Anyways, moving along.
Shut up.
I learned that Beyonce. I learned black today. Beyonce. Did y'all hear about her?
No. I heard something yesterday.
The bitch is fucking amazing. She gave a front row seat to a person that he's been a friend. I'm sorry, he's been a fan of hers since he's like 9 years old. He explains that he's been a fan since like the Destiny's Child days and everything.
Is this the person with the disability?
Yes, he had cerebral palsy.
Okay.
And because of accessibility issues, he was unable to attend the Renaissance tour. But B stepped in, being the amazing black woman that she is, and made sure that not only was he accommodated, but he had a front row seat to see the girl do the thing.
Yeah, I saw that article. Not only that, he got to meet Tina and Beyonce.
Yes, indeed. So how's
That's
that?
Great. That is wonderful. Hey, all of Destiny's Child was there too. Except for Suitcase Girl.
Suitcase.
She wasn't invited. No damn.
Farrah, whatever her name was. Yeah. I said all right.
She wasn't invited no way. And if she was, I bet you she had to pay for her ticket.
Yes, indeed.
Because girl, they didn't want you there no way. I think you're gonna miss your flight.
But all of them, all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Including Beyonce. Yeah, all 5 of them.
Yeah,
I said, all right.
Yes, indeed. So in Real Talk this week, we're going to be discussing a woman named Faith Struthers, who's made a name for herself on TikTok by saying things such as the following.
No, actually, I'm very educated. The problem is they switched history to make it seem like one side was worse than the other. But let's dig back a little bit, and I'm really going to blow y'all's freaking mind. So you know General Lee Grant, the one that everybody's like, oh, he was white, he was a slave owner, blah, blah, blah. Actually, he was a black slave owner. So we're going to get that clear right now. If you really want to talk about how they whitewashed history, they changed people of power that were color to white. To make sure that their version of history could cause a divide. And look at what happened. Because there's no, oh, we're just going to agree to disagree now. Oh, no, it's one's better than the other. You know, reverse race, or, you know, racism, the actual definition of the word, it's not. You really need to learn your history because that's not actually how it happened. And if you date back even before America was a thing, there were slaves. Hell, before the Africans came over here, the natives were the slaves. And if you want to go even further back, you've got the Irish who were slaves. You know, they had this big old sign in all the windows that say, no Irish need apply. Racism has been around long before the United States was ever a thing. The African slave trade had been going on long before that. Or how about when they went down to the Aztecs and the Aztecs were selling them? The African slave trade came along long before the United States was ever a thing. So can you please actually crack a history book before you just spew nonsense that's false? Please do your research before you start coming at me and being like, no, it happened because we had an Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution happened after the Civil War was a thing. The Civil War had already started. And if you really dig into the history facts, there were 3 or 4 states in the United States before it was even considered its own country that abolished slavery. So and you're going to love this. If you actually look, most of the slave owners back then were black. Why? Because they were getting it from the African slave trade. Who started it? Africans, who were fighting over what? Land and territory. The natives had other native tribes as slaves. You guys really need to stop rewriting history to fit an agenda, because that's exactly what you're doing. If you actually dig into the history books, if you actually dig into the artifacts, if you actually dig into the things that were around during that time period, the newspaper articles, people's personal journals, you're gonna realize you're wrong.
So on Real Talk, we're discussing her and those like her that have these false narratives and how they get there mentally. So we're going to get into that. But up first, it will be Lyric's Lesson. She's back to tell y'all and to answer your questions and stuff. So we'll be right back.
There's a collective in our community that I like to call the overseers. These are Black folks who police the behavior of other Black folks, and not because they're concerned with their happiness or well-being, but because they're concerned with white approval. And don't get me wrong, as Black people, we are allowed to hold each other accountable. But I can always tell who's an overseer because y'all's reasoning for why a Black person shouldn't do something usually involves white approval. And the fact that y'all are concerned with appearing uncivilized to the demographic that used to eat us, I will never understand. We can't behave our way out of oppression that our behavior did not get us into. It's not our image or any of those stereotypes that caused them to enslave us, deem us 3/5 of a human, or continue our subjugation after Jim Crow. Another thing that overseers like to do is hold Black people accountable for white supremacy. No female rapper can destroy the image of Black women because the Jezebel stereotype that y'all are so scared of is rooted in our skin color, not our behavior. Which is why white women often profit or are celebrated for the things that we are shamed for. So if Sexy Red makes y'all uncomfortable, fine, we understand that she's provocative. But we will not employ the same respectability tactics that erased Claudette Colvin, and we will not hold a Black girl from the hood accountable for white supremacy's representation of Black women. Put your fucking Spotify on shuffle. Oh, and they're threatened by respectable Black folks too. That's why Obama was called a terrorist and they killed Martin in a suit. Good day.
Pull up a seat for Lyrics Lessons on WRTR, Real Talk Radio, and Lyric Bravado on Twitter.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with another segment of Lyrics Lessons where I talk about your relationships, situationships, friendships, and anything else in between. I give my 2 cents about it, and I don't mind for you guys to send me your advice questions at lyricbravado@gmail.com, or you can DM me on my Facebook or my Instagram. All right, now let's get into it.
Righty.
All right, so the first one comes from Zara.
Hey,
That's
Zara.
cute. I like that. Hey, girl, hey. All right, Zara says, I love hosting family gatherings, but I'm tired of doing all the damn work and nobody bringing anything. Everyone else just shows up empty-handed, and there's only like one family member that'll actually bring a dish to help. What can I do about this? Girl, put it in the group chat.
Right. I mean, tell them bring something.
Tell them bring something. I mean, why you... Girl, y'all gotta stop doing this, because y'all be knowing the answers to the stuff that y'all be sending me. Y'all be doing.
Sometimes it's not that easy. People sometimes take a minute to get there.
Come on, Zara.
I'm just saying.
Now you know you can put it in the group chat. You put when your girlfriend's is hooking up with him, and him. Y'all be chattering about that. You don't have no qualms about talking about that. Talk to your family. Be like, look, I don't mind having everything at my house, and doing all this, that, and the third, but y'all gotta chip in.
What y'all
Somebody
bitches
can
not
bring
gonna do?
plates. Somebody can bring drinks.
That's just common sense. Come on.
It should be common sense, but
You know how us Black folks do.
common sense is
If you don't tell nobody to bring food, they're not gonna bring food.
No.
If anything, they might bring a drink. But, unless you say bring food.
But there's always that
Like,
sitting around, talking about some
bring a bottle and make sure it sells.
Oh no.
Hell bye. No, just tell them. Just tell them. Be like, look, I don't mind having things at my house, but you know what I'm saying? I would love for everyone to bring a dish.
Right.
That's all you gotta say. Put it in a group chat. Yeah, girl, problem solved.
Yes, indeed.
If you don't like the potato salad,
right.
don't eat it.
Oh no, but see, if you bring some fucked up potato salad, you need to be notified that your potato salad is fucked up, so we don't have this recurring issue ever gathering. Absolutely
And start
not.
designating. This is how you can tell. If y'all have family Thanksgiving, I know that they probably bring stuff then. Designate who can cook the best. Because not everybody can cook macaroni and cheese, and not everybody can make good potato salad. So, girl, just remember those 2 tips.
Yeah, you got to be that petty person that shows up, like, even though the person that don't nobody want their macaroni and cheese, even though they showed up with it, you need to also be that person that sets yours. Oh, well, you know, I brought a little extra just in case. And you sit it down, and at the end of the night, they see that everybody's gone through your macaroni and cheese, but not hers. That'll be all that you need. Sometimes the proof is in the pudding.
That is true. That actually happened.
But it was
Oh gosh. Yeah,
it was miscommunication, and I was told to make it, and then somebody else made it and brought theirs, and they mine.
Exactly.
That drink had like a little corner missing on theirs.
It's okay. You can be honest with it. You can be honest with this lyric. You did it on purpose.
No, I didn't. I don't gotta do stuff like that.
I know how this one already. I know that's right. I know that's right.
Be like, is this macaroni? Is that a raisin? Oh,
You know what?
I'll just sit this.
Listen, I'm not surprised because I be watching a lot of TikToks. And people be putting all types of stuff in macaroni and all types of nasty dishes. They even got a girl who be commentating.
Putting raisins in your goddamn. Oh,
what
yeah,
is
who
this?
does that? Raisins in your potato salad.
It's so nasty. It's like people make content just to make nasty food.
Yeah, just to do it. Yeah.
I saw this video.
Everyone's so creative. That's the girl.
Yes.
She be saying that. Everyone's so creative.
Shout out to Tanara. Shout out to Tanara. She is awesome. And you know what? I saw a video. She ain't seen it yet because otherwise we would have seen a video. But it's literally this woman making, I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be, I don't know. It was a whole lot. But long story short, she was sitting there seasoning the food and all this. And the dog was sitting there licking it the entire time.
Oh, no. Oh,
like,
no.
I gotta send y'all this video.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
I've seen it. Do not send it to me. I do not want to burn my eyes out. Okay, I've seen it. I can't stand that stuff. Animals do not belong in the kitchen.
Yep.
Argue with your mama.
This is why we don't do potluck.
A cat on the counter. A cat on the counter. A cat on the counter.
Period, because no.
Cooking with mittens. All right, you ready with this?
You know what?
You ready for this ladder?
Yes.
All right, so it says, Dear Lyric, this is gonna come across as real homophobic, so I'm giving you fair warning. But I have a legitimate question. I'm in a fairly new relationship with a man I've known for about 6 months now. After pursuing me for a while, I decided to give it a shot. We're both professionals, self-aware, and the chemistry is on and popping. There's just one thing that bothers me. Recently, we have introduced the idea of being freakier than usual in the bedroom, and that's when I found out this man actually likes having his ass eaten. He's clean and everything, no strange smells, but during some of our pillow talk, I teased that I was going to eat his ass, and to my surprise, he was down with it as long as I let him return the favor. I don't mind it for me, but I'd be lying if I said that this didn't make me question his sexuality. You guys talk often on this show about inclusivity and changing the mindset, but I just can't get around that the idea that this man would actually let a woman bend him over. Am I being wrong for questioning this, or is this just a thing in 2023 with so many people being open about it? Lots of love, Penny.
Yeah, I had to take a brief pause to realize.
You said what?
I have to take a brief pause, a moment of silence to realize what the fuck you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm gasping.
Okay.
No, that's not gay, sweetie. That's just something that he likes, honey.
It's called being kinky.
I mean,
It's
it is a
aesthetics.
kink. It is
It's
a thing.
kink.
I
It's
mean,
aesthetics.
if you
It's
aren't
aesthetics.
interested in that,
Then don't do it.
So you don't have to be forced into doing something that you don't like. I'm sure there's things that you want done that people have not been like gung ho to do to you.
Right, girl.
It's quite okay. Not everybody does everything. You know what I'm saying? It's called balance.
Ain't nobody
So
say
if
nothing when you wanted them
yourself,
Ain't nobody say nothing when you wanted them hangnails sucked on, girl. Bye.
You know what?
you don't want to opening them cheeks up, baby. That's their decision.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
You don't have to feel bad
Don't
about
like
not
it,
wanting
you
to
ain't gotta
show ass. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Not to mention the fact, I mean, people. Okay,
You think
for
you gonna go
one,
somewhere and get it ate by somebody else?
Absolutely.
I mean, the male G spot is in that area. Not to mention the fact, all the nerves and stuff surrounding that area. I mean, it's not completely out of pocket to think that somebody would find that pleasurable. Man, but y'all want to stick damn stigmas on every goddamn thing. He like his butt played with, so evidently, I mean, is he spread eagle in front of a man? No, girl, he's spread eagle in front of you, so evidently he don't want a man. Stupid.
Nope, he wants you to do it.
Okay.
And he's the one that's doing the bending, so
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's okay. You don't want to, don't do it.
there you go.
It's a free country. It's a free country. And you know, another thing, you know what I'm saying? He could have asked you to peg him.
Oh,
You know what?
Another thing. You know,
and I mean,
that's
even
the
with
thing
that,
I've learned.
I mean, you know, I mean, again, if it's a woman, it's a thing. If you like
is a
women
thing.
for that, fine, okay, cool. But yo,
It is a thing.
now if Mike is in the room and y'all doing all this, you might want to have a separate conversation.
You know what?
Listen, at the end of the day, you have the right to choose. You have the right to choose to eat ass or not. You have the right to eat coochie if you like or not. You have the right to do whatever you want and are comfortable with.
To eat
Just
or
have a
not to eat?
conversation. Exactly.
That is the question.
That is the question.
Exactly.
It's probably going to be the title of this podcast.
Do you eat butt or do you not?
And then the second question needs to be, where are the mints? Ugh. I don't know about straight men in that area. Oh, okay. Anyway.
I cannot.
My thing is, it's nothing wrong with having healthy relationships about your boundaries and what you like and what you don't like. It's a conversation for you and your man.
Yep.
And I suggest you have it sometime soon.
Yep. Cut down on the dingleberries and get up in that joint. Do it.
You know what?
Get it, Penny. We not mad.
Anybody else have a question?
Yes. I have one.
All right.
This one is coming from Bree. Hey, Bree.
Hey.
Anyway, okay.
Hey, girl.
Okay. My fiance and I went to his coworkers Tina's house on a Friday night to socialize and play trivia games. We had been at her place before for a Christmas party. Tina wore a short skirt, and when she sat down, you could see all the way up to her black lace pants. During our heads up game, she sat right across from my fiance. While people were laughing and having fun, drinking and playing games, all I could notice were her panties and Tina's loud laughs.
Oh.
She was drinking, and my fiance asked her, "Baby, are you feeling okay?" He said it loudly, and everyone heard it. And I felt myself get really angry and red in the face. Why was he calling her baby? We call each other that. I don't want to return to Tina's house anymore. My fiance says I overreacted. He doesn't tell me about his going-ons at work and about friend hangouts. We usually go out together alone. When I think back on that night, I still feel upset about it. Are my feelings valid? Do you think we need couples therapy before we get married?
Definitely.
What? it depends on the way he said it. You know what I'm saying? You're not explaining it.
Yeah.
Listen.
But she mad because he called her baby.
Yeah, but which way? What way did he say it? Because that's a slang. I hear niggas call each other babe, like in conversation. That don't mean like that's your baby, that's your boo. So in what context was he saying it? You know what I'm saying? That's not really giving me nothing. But what I am gonna say is, girl, if you feel like you need couples therapy, there's obviously issues going on in your relationship. I'm not laughing out there, but honestly, it's the little things you can't get mad at. Like, I mean, I can say you can't get mad at, but you can feel how you want to feel. Yeah. But I don't think that warrants couples therapy unless there's like excessive things that are going on in your relationship that's making you uncomfortable.
Well, she said
if you haven't had a conversation with him and he's like blowing off your feelings and stuff like that, and he's constantly doing this, that's one thing. But for one incident, girl, come on now.
She said in her letter that they were thinking about getting married. That's why my response was, yes, you need couples therapy, because I believe that anybody going into a marriage with somebody that, I think that's not a bad thing to explore. You don't necessarily have to, but I don't think that's bad. So, I mean, it can't hurt.
I'm looking at it on her question.
Right.
Since that incident
For one, she was already...
that I needed. No, I do not.
For one, she was already irritated.
Yes.
Right.
That's always recommended. If you're having other issues, other problems, and I think she said something along the lines of he doesn't say his comings and goings like he used to, and she's used to them going out by themselves. So that's a telltale sign.
And she don't know how they be acting at work. She don't know how they be acting at work. So what caught her first was the fact that homegirl had this short skirt on and then showing her head of legs wide open across from
spread eagle.
Bree's husband, so they can see all up in her coach.
So what happened so she also said that this wasn't the first time.
Yeah, this wasn't the first time.
That they've been to this girl's house.
Right, exactly.
So what happened the first time? I mean, what happened all the other times? Did anything happen then? Like, she's not giving me enough context in here. But this is what I will say, and I'll end it at this. If you are going through a lot of stuff in your relationship and you feel like you want to go to couples counseling, talk it over with him, see if he would be open to it, and just go.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't really speak on just one incident because that's not really...
And it also might be an idea, it might be a good idea for you yourself to go to therapy, because it's a thing of where if something as basic as him saying baby... if something as basic as him saying baby to somebody is triggering to you, you kind of might need to, like drill down to why you feel that way. Like, why are you here? Why does this upset you? And then what context was it in? Was he like, baby? Like, or was he like, baby, you okay? Because I can see your heartbeat because you spread eagle. Like,
That is true.
That is true. I feel like it was said in a different context. She's just taking it the wrong way, to me. I don't know how old she is either, but older people tend to call people that too. Baby, you all right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was one of those. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Lord Jesus. But yeah.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay, I got one more.
Oh no, we gotta hear you read again, Jesus.
Yes, you gotta hear me read one more time.
God
How
help
about that?
us. God help.
How about that?
Yikes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Don't do it. This is coming from Debbie.
Little.
Dear Lyric, my son is dating a girl I can't stand. I'm not too crazy about my son right now. I no longer want to be out in public with them because their public display of affection are so over the top it makes me ill. I cannot imagine spending every holiday, birthday, or whatever with them for the rest of my life. He hasn't told us anything about this person. We don't even know her last name.
Oh.
What should I do about this?
You know what? I think I came across this letter.
She's been in your home. Why you ain't just asked?
Right.
That makes no sense. I'm talking more about you because guess what? I'm
Right, exactly.
Who your family? What's your name? What's your intentions? What's going on? I'm asking questions.
Oh.
Because that's my baby at the end of the day.
Right.
And I want to make sure that you ain't no psychopath. Because moms can really tell. I don't know if that's like something that's been built in us. we can tell usually. Motherfucker's crazy.
Right.
So, you ain't asking the right questions. And as far as the PDA thing, why are you spending that much time with your kid that you around them and embarrassed in public?
Right. That's the same thing I was thinking when I read.
I'm gonna need mama to get a life too.
Right.
Mama gotta have a life too. I don't know how old you are.
Mamas don't.
Maybe the fact she don't want nobody. She don't want nobody messing with her son.
That's weird though.
You know how some mothers are overprotective of their children.
Yeah. But
and they see this girl they don't like just by looking at them. They don't like her. Like, I don't like her.
My mom did not. I mean, my mom was overprotective too, but she did not sit there and watch me dry hump whoever I was dating.
Right, because that's team too much.
It's entirely too much.
Why do you even want to be around like that much to even see that? It's
right.
My question. I need mama to have a life too. I need mama to go out and do some things and have a little fun and stop being so uptight and let them young people be in that puppy love honeymoon stage.
Exactly.
And let them live. Because guess what? Life is too short to be miserable, and you sound like a miserable mama.
Exactly.
Yikes.
I mean, I say what I say.
You sure did.
All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. That was my segment of Lyrics Lessons. I appreciate you guys for listening every single week that I'm here. If you guys want to send an advice question, shoot them to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram or private message me on Facebook.
All right, so take a man. You got that tea up next?
I guess.
Oh, that did not sound super confident. We just gonna go with it on a prayer. We'll be right back.
Pay attention.
Here's an example of how racist beliefs can even get passed down in medical textbooks. This is a picture from a 2015 nursing textbook. In the chapter about pain, it teaches nurses about common cultural differences that different ethnicities have. Jews apparently are more vocal and demanding of assistance. Black patients often report a higher pain intensity and believe that suffering and pain is inevitable. Hispanics apparently believe that pain is a form of punishment and that it must be endured in order to go to heaven. The list goes on, and these assumptions are not evidence-based and reinforce harmful stereotypes. But I'll give you one guess at what race wasn't on this list, reaffirming once again that in medicine, whiteness is the norm.
Like we keep saying, racism infects every system in America. It's just a fact. There's no denying it, and there's no hiding from it. The root of racism reaches far, wide, and they're thick. Just cutting off the tree is not going to fix what is going on in this country. We have to dig the root out. Whether it's government, education, or healthcare, these systems have been infected with racism since the conception of this country. And white people that go to black people trying to tell us that racism doesn't exist, you cannot talk to us about it. Because we experience racism on a daily basis, because we have to navigate this country through these racist systems. It's in our face every day. Wake up. The only way to fix it is to stop denying it and get to work. Anti-racism work. Remember, diversity, equal power. We can change the world when we work together and protect black women.
Sit back, relax, and sip on this tea with Jiggaman on WRTR Real Talk Radio at Jiggaman82 on IG.
Okay. Hey, this is the tea with your boy Jiggaman. Now, usually, when you all think of tea, you think it's all about celebrity gossip. But my tea is celebrity gossip and also world news, and also what may be going on in your bedroom.
Gross.
Ain't that right, Larry?
Oh.
That's right.
All right, now.
What you know about what's going on? Wait.
So earlier, I know we brought up Blueface.
Oh,
This well, with this situation right here, I'm pretty sure you all saw the picture that Blueface posted on social media of him and Krishan's son.
Lyric said no.
Genitals.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Are you serious? Oh, wow. Okay, so this
I
fool
want to see it.
took a picture of his child's genitals
Wait, what?
and posted it. Took a picture of his child's genitals.
No, don't repeat it. I heard you, but
and posted it on social media.
Oh God.
For everyone to see. And there was a
arrest
the baby
made
had a hernia.
because
The baby had a hernia down there, and it was huge.
Oh.
And he took a picture of that and showed it for everyone to see, and basically blamed Krishan for this, and said that he's basically going to be fighting for custody. Well, when everybody saw that, everybody was going off on him. And it's like, why are you posting your child's genitals
As they should have.
social media? That's crazy. He should be going to jail for that.
Yeah, it's called child porn.
Exactly.
That's what it's
That's exactly what it is. And then he further goes and say, "This is my son. I can post what I want. This is my son."
What?
But hold on. But then try to switch it up and say somebody stole his phone and hacked into his account.
Yeah, because I'm sure legal got in touch with his ass and was like, hey girl, so you know you can't do this, right? Like, what?
Right. So Krishan now just posted on social media that she's going to be filing charges.
As she should.
Against them for that. I said that both of them need help. I'm sorry.
What is up with these celebrities, these celebrity rappers feeling like they have dominion over their child's genitals? You had freaking T.I. sitting in his daughter to the doctor talking about he checking her hymen and shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
I remember that.
You don't remember that lyric?
Yes,
you look, yeah.
I remember that.
I do remember that. That was wild.
To say the least.
That's crazy. Wild. I said both of them need help. And then there were also people on social media going after Krishan too. Just basically saying that somebody need to call CPS on her too. She don't need to be raising a child or whatever.
Call CPS for what? They got Instagram too. They like, oh. So go ahead and clear my calendar for the day. I'm gonna be a little busy.
I don't know why people think that joint is fake. It's a lot of people going to jail for
it's
guns
crazy.
in them Instagram videos.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Rappers think that
crazy.
because they can't get put in jail for their lyrics that they can just wild out. Yeah, you can't be put in jail for your lyrics, but girl, posting your child's genitals, you can be put in jail for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Take me out the group chat again.
Why did we have to be involved in any of this? Why? Like, you have her number. Why not take the picture and send it to her? Why are you taking pictures? But if you felt compelled to take a picture as proof of what or whatever, great. You take it and then you have that conversation with her. Why are we involved in this at all? You could have left us out of this.
Or you got all that money. Seek a pediatrician.
Hello.
Where you live.
Hello.
Since you live all the way across the country, if you took the picture out of concern, go to a pediatrician's office and make an appointment, even though you don't have your son with you.
Exactly.
Show them the picture and ask them questions if you wanted to ask questions and do it that way.
Instead of posting it for the world to see. That's crazy.
And you did it to be messy and spiteful.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's exactly what he did.
So
now we're about to catch a charge.
I guess my question is, how did we see it? Like, how was this not immediately flagged and taken down? How did we even see it?
He actually took it down.
Yeah, he took it down.
It didn't get flagged. Somebody probably said his name be like, yo, you probably should take that joint down.
So,
for real. So it was taken down within maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm. But of course, social media got whip of it.
Because guess what? Krishan didn't even know. Somebody told her that he did it.
And for those of y'all out there that are taking this picture and showing it to other people, guess what? That's illegal too, girl.
That's
you going to jail too.
Yeah, you going to jail too.
Yeah.
You sure the fuck are.
Locked up. Throw away the key. Okay, next we have Drake, who is like fed up with Charlamagne the God.
I'm fed up with Drake.
He is fed up with Charlamagne the God. Throughout the years, Charlamagne been taking jabs at him on his what's the name of this show?
Oh, we don't know.
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
He's been throwing, but he's been like throwing, like throughout the years, he's just been throwing like little jabs in, towards Drake, and now he just made a comment about Drake's new song "Slime Me Out" with SZA, and he was just basically like, the song is whack, it ain't doing nothing, but it's at number one.
Yeah,
I ain't heard the song.
I heard it before. It's at number one on the charts, and this is what I was talking about on the last show too, when he got that picture of Halle Berry with the slime.
You actually see, I was actually gonna be dead for that. This was who I was dead for this week.
Yeah. So when Drake heard what Charlamagne said, he went on social media and basically said, he called him out by his real name. He said, "Are you okay, Leonard? You kind of weirded me out, G."
And he was like, really, Aubrey, calm the fuck
really
down.
You stupid. He said, like, you really obsessed with me or something for years. Like, you looking in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection type shit. Whatever you gotta do, let it out. I'm sure your 435 loyal fans will stand by you.
Jesus.
King, and he called him a king goof. And then he called him a low budget Morris Chestnut.
Oh no.
My thing with this is, if your news, it comes with the territory of being.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to talk about you, and you should be looking at no press as a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Having your name constantly out there is good as an artist, whether it's good or bad. People are talking.
See, I'm mad that we're even talking about this.
As long as it's not excessive, like it's not, because I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of it. But I feel like Drake, why would you even respond?
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Are you attacking every other podcaster or radio person that said something?
Because I didn't have plenty of stuff to say. Aubrey, pull up.
I'm just asking.
But I know
friend.
saying that he never really responded. Anytime he heard Charlamagne say something about him, he never responded. But now he said he fed up with it.
That's not true. I've heard a thing where he responded at least
he did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, one other time.
Okay.
But pay that in dust, and be glad somebody's speaking of your name. Like, it's keeping you relevant, sir. Other than your music.
I know that's right.
Which I still haven't heard.
Other than them Tempest Bledsoe daggone puff-ups in your head.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
He's experimenting with his hair.
Right.
How about
okay. Now here's some news for you.
Oh, God.
Why some Maryland surgeons successfully transplanted a pig heart into a 50-year-old man.
I'm hanging up. Because what we not going to do is that.
Listen, this is the second transplant that they have done with transplanting a pig heart in somebody's body.
I wonder if his burp smell like
the first person they did it to.
I hope so.
Survived for 2 months.
Survived for 2 months?
They survived for 2 months, and then they passed away.
So they let him walk around with the joint, and they didn't keep him in the hospital. Like that was they didn't search for like.
I guess I'm pretty sure he had follow-ups. The first person had follow-ups.
Nah, bruh.
But this one, they did it so the man could survive because he was about to have heart failure.
According to Google,
and they figured You said according to Google.
According to Google, the natural life expectancy of a pig is around 12 years. So if you 50 at 62, are we looking to go through this again, or depending on how old this pig was, how many years are already knocked off this heart? Like, I got questions.
I'm trying to figure out why they implant animal hearts.
Well, I mean, I get that, but why not use something like a baboon or something a little bit closer to a human other than...
No, I don't. I feel like we have advanced so much in technology. How come there isn't like some type of machine that can be put in place? Like, why are we putting animal parts? Like, I'm not finna be
I thought they had like artificial hearts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get this. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. That's fucking weird. Y'all doing too much.
Yes.
I'll take that goat's kidney. Put that shit in mine.
Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? I need a... Come on, y'all.
I'm trying to get a rabbit hip because them bitches be fucking fast as shit.
I cannot. Okay. Next up, Doja Cat. So it's been going around on social media that Doja Cat worships Satan.
Oh.
Because of her hairstyle, her new songs that she has that she has out.
Oh, okay.
Involves demons.
It involves demons.
Involves demons. She got a tattoo above her ear of the Grim Reaper's staff.
She had pentagrams.
She got pentagrams. She got a big back tattoo. It's a skeleton tattoo on her back. Got tattoos of spiders up her arms and things like that. And then some of her songs, it's just some of the stuff she's saying is supposedly Satan. So everybody's been on social media saying she worships Satan. And she made a comment, was like, no, she worshipped God, basically. And so...
sound like she Delulu, because if it walk like a duck and it talk like a duck...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. People can be eccentric. People can do the most. I mean, God. They was talking about Lil Nas X worship the devil because he did a lap dance. But, I mean, some stuff is just art. Some stuff is just...
blood in him, and it had 666 on it.
I mean...
Yes.
Some stuff...
Yes.
And there's you going over the line.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But they said by her doing this, she's basically, for this year, she's responsible for ending hip hop's year-long drought because her song went up to number 1.
Of course it did, because everybody was talking about it. They put out stuff like this to troll y'all.
Paint the town red.
They literally do stuff like this to troll y'all, and y'all fall for it every single time.
Exactly. Exactly.
Me being an artist, I ain't doing all that. If I gotta do it, I don't need to be doing it.
Right. You gotta sit there and be with your freaking Lucifer and stuff in order to get popping.
You know what? I'm done.
Like that, because when you play like that and you do certain things, sometimes spirits can jump on you.
Yes, indeed. We got Lucy on the track.
You might
like that. Look, like they said, like they said, Beyonce and Jay-Z Illuminati.
Did you hear that, T?
You said what?
Cardi B said she has a sex ghost in her house right now that tries to have sex with her when Offset's not there.
Girl, that's the homeless man that live in your basement.
You know what?
Fuck you mean?
I am done. I am done.
That's what she
But anyways, Usher just reveals that he will be the headliner for the 2024 Super Bowl.
Will he now?
And the way it came out, he actually posted it on Instagram. So it's just that on Sunday, he made a post that contained a video that began with the scene from his 2004 music video Confessions Part 2. And instead of, you know how the girl called,
right?
She got pregnant or Instead of a girl saying that, it was actually Kim Kardashian.
It was cute.
On the line. It was just basically saying, I finally got the answer to the rumors. You're doing the Super Bowl.
It was cute.
Halftime.
Oh.
So yeah, I said I know that's gonna be fire.
With Kim
He
Kardashian.
he always give a good. No, with Usher.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he put on the show. He puts on the show.
No, he does, but why did we have to involve her?
Is Keke Palmer?
That's why I didn't understand.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't understand.
Right.
What
Was
did Kim
Keke
have to do with
busy?
this?
Like, what happened?
Right. It could have been Keke on the line.
Stir the pot.
Yeah.
Asking for myself.
Oh, and they also just made a video too. Usher just made another video too about that whole little incident where he had her in this video.
Okay.
For that whole, he was just basically said they was just doing that for publicity. That was just because of the comment that Keke's boyfriend made. They figured they gonna egg it on by doing that. Yeah, they was just gonna egg it on by doing that. I said, all right, right, basically, that's exactly what it was.
Okay.
Okay, and then lastly, Alicia Keys. She just filed a trademark for her. She come out with her own tea, own line of tea called Alicia Teas. Alicia Teas. It's called Alicia Teas, and it came about on her birthday. Her husband Swiss Beats. He basically made her created her own personal line of teas and gifted it to her, and so now she went and got it trademarked. So if any of you out there want to taste of Alicia Teas,
We don't.
go buy it from the store.
I mean, I'm here for.
I'm a coffee girl. So.
Right.
My coffee. Oh, Lyric's coffee.
Stick to what you know,
coffee.
girl. Stick to what you know.
Sorry.
Do that Lyric coffee.
Not interested. Sorry.
Amen.
We're good.
Amen. But anyway, that wraps it up for this week. The team with your boy Tigger Man.
All right, so up next, I'm gonna tell you what I'm dead for. I was Drake, so I mean, but there's been so much.
I forgot to
shit.
do Megan geeking out at the concert. I forgot to bring that up.
Wait, what did she do?
No, she was geeking out because Beyonce had her out on the stage before.
Oh, right.
Oh, well, yeah, for the Houston show.
Yeah, for the Houston show.
Yeah.
She was up there
I
geeking
heard
out. She was like, I love you.
You challenged too, by the way. Okay, that's what's up. Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
As y'all should, because y'all would have got dragged.
Yeah, indeed. All right, dead for that. Up next.
And I forgot to talk about Nicki too.
Wait, what? Okay, look here.
I'm
I'm gonna need you to have bullet points. Goddamn it.
On social media, they've been trashing her on social media. Did you see that video there of her in the studio?
Who?
Nicki in the studio geeking out.
Man, I don't want to get attacked by the bars, but some people have said, not me. I mind my business. I don't really care who do what. But some people had said in the comments that she was on a little something. She was acting real weird and blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Geeking out. She was. I saw the video. I saw
It's none of my business. None of my business.
Is that it? ABCs with TIG? I guess
Did you
so.
forget anything else?
Did you? Are you okay?
That's what she's asking.
You okay, baby?
Is this being recorded? You know what? Y'all missed.
All right, up next,
Y'all
dead
missed.
for that. We'll be right back.
Now, according to the hood statistics, 40% of the men all over the world in a hood near you are most likely to do these things if they had these names. Now, they say all the Daniels of the world like to sell car insurance. Timothys like to wear sweaters in the summer. They don't give a fuck about their arms. Now, them Billies, they work on everybody's car in the neighborhood and still ain't fix shit. Now, them James, they like to fuck biological sisters. Now, them Leroy's in the hood, 40% of them, they like to wear hard bottoms with no socks, bitch, on the concrete, just to march. Now, you know them Davids, 40% of them in the hood near you, they like to preach on a good Sunday morning, okay? Yeah, and after service, they like to masturbate. Now, them Sams of the world, 56 and over, still selling weed out of their mother's basement. Now, 40% of the Jeffries like to watch cartoon porn. Now, 40% of the Kirks of the world, they like to wax their pubic hair. Melodies from heaven. Now, most Bernards, they like corduroys and turtlenecks. This what the statistics say. Most of the Fletchers of the world, 40% of them in a hood near you, they love tidy whities, bitch, and disco music. Now, them Jonathans, they love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner. Now, them Twans, them Tonys, them Matts, them Lewis, and those Larnies, they love juicy kosher dill pickles, bitch, okay, yeah, and the Renaissance album. Bitch, I'm just telling you what the statistics says.
Dead for that. Time to find out what Marcus is dead for.
Alright, so this week, since Tiggerman took mine, because I was going to go in on Drake, and I actually still am, because I'm dead for Drake. No, I'm dead for Drake. I guess last week when you were talking about it, I didn't look at everything full circle. I didn't know that this mofo, old Aubrey, literally asked Halle Berry, could he use that image of her from the Kids' Choice Awards? She said, no, don't use the image. But then he paid for the... I guess my confusion last week was, since it was her image, since it was, her, that she was going to somehow get paid for it. And the actual reality is that Getty Images owns the actual picture.
Yeah.
So Drake paid Getty Images for the picture and ran it anyways, despite having had this conversation with her. That's a different kind of fuck. That's a different kind of fuck nigga at that point.
Yeah, he basically said, "Fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway."
Exactly, and
So
that's what she said.
What was the point of asking her?
Like you said, fuck me.
What was the point of asking her?
She was gonna do it anyway, just to see what she was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you already had this I feel like you already had this in the works. You were already gonna do it. And I just feel like somebody from your team was like, oh, yeah, you gonna ask Halle? And you kind of did it as an afterthought because you had already put this shit out. See, I'm dead for that. I'm dead for people like him. Don't ask me for permission to things. I've had people, I've had people in recent memory specifically ask me about things pertaining to this show, actually. Can I do this? Can we partner? Can I do this? And then you'll do it anyways. You'll associate our name, my name to things. Stop that. Y'all stop doing things out here. If your intention is to just be ratchet, just do that and stop involving people.
And keep it moving.
Because y'all sit here and y'all try to paint these false narratives of doing the right thing. Oh, well, I asked, I did the right thing, and I asked, blah, blah, blah. No, if you asked and the answer was no, it's just that. A lot of y'all have a problem with that word, no. It's why we have situations where people are using people's images. People are raping people. It's all around this one word, no. Y'all have a problem with that word. Stop it. Next thing I'm dead for, people in traffic. If you are going to ride my goddamn blind side, bitch.
Oh my God.
If you gonna ride my blind side and then I turn on my blinker to then merge over and then you decide to speed up, bitch, what? Why do y'all do that?
You're getting
I hate
cussed
that.
the fuck out.
Yep, I hate that. I hate that.
Like, you're literally, you ride my blind side, so then I speed up. You don't want to let me over. So you gonna slow down but still stay on my blind side. But then I put my blinker over and then you want to pass. Bitch, make up your mind.
I may or may not have thrown a breakfast muffin at this lady who did that.
A breakfast muffin?
I said I may or may not have.
Wow.
Can't be incriminating myself on here.
You know what?
I hate when people do that.
Allegedly.
You're the second person in recent memory for me that has attacked somebody with pastry.
It may or may not have hit their windshield.
Allegedly attacked somebody with pastry.
Allegedly.
So that is what I'm dead for this week. Up next, second half of this show. Keep it locked.
Hours after lead investigator Scotty Hunter and the WFBI team exposed allegations of police misconduct in a secretive garage called the Brave Cave, Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome is calling on a full investigation into the claims. In a report we aired tonight on 9 News at 6, the I-Team showed Baton Rouge police body camera footage from the arrest of a man earlier this year. After being taken from a home on Cadillac Street, the man was then taken to a secretive warehouse-type building Officers in the video called the Brave Cave. The suspect's lawyer says the man was beaten there and had to be taken to the hospital for a fractured rib and other injuries. In a statement, the mayor called the report deeply concerning and said BRPD Chief Murphy Paul is now looking into the matter. You can read her full statement and watch Scotty's full report right now on the 9 News app.
Brown, a 47-year-old grandmother who said she was taken to a torture warehouse after officers making a traffic stop found bottles of legal prescription medication in her car. You see the site there. What went on? Brown says in the lawsuit, officers pulled her over June 10th, searched her car without her consent or a search warrant. And during the search, the officers found Brown's prescription medication, which she told them she had a prescription for, the lawsuit says. Now, the officers incorrectly told Brown that it is illegal for her to have different prescription pills in the same bottle, and then took her to the so-called Brave Cave, the document states, the insider, with details there. Now, according to the lawsuit, the Brave Cave is a Baton Rouge Police Department warehouse that the Department Street Crimes Unit has adopted as their home base over the past several years. The facility is not a jail and has no correctional staff. Again, insider with details. She was forced to show officers that she was not hiding contraband in her vagina or rectum. Baton Rouge woman's complaint stated. After more than 2 hours, they let her go without charges. Brown's lawsuit, which also named the city, the parish of Baton Rouge, and several officers as defendants, was filed a month after another resident, Jeremy Lee, filed a lawsuit alleging that in January he was taken to the Brave Cave and beaten by officers.
Black people have been saying this. We have a police problem. They terrorize us in our own neighborhoods, and our tax dollars pay for our own terror. What the government really needs is a division of the FBI that specifically investigates police departments, especially those that are in predominantly black neighborhoods. And that special division should have a citizen oversight committee to make sure that this police corruption that has infested this country since the conception of slave catchers really gets taken care of.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
Yep, we're on Podchaser, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Spotify, and if you tell Alexa's ass, play WRTR Real Talk Radio podcast, that bitch does it. Yes, we are here, and we are here to stay. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio, welcoming you to the second half of the show. How was your week, Tigger Man?
My week was chill. Well, actually, hold on. So far, it's been chill. The weekend, I will say, it was... Well, I went and got the COVID shot. I'll say that much. I went and got the COVID vaccine shot.
Which one?
On Friday. Pfizer.
No, I'm saying, ain't this like your 19th shot?
Oh, this is the 5th one. This is my 5th shot. It put me out. It kind of like put me out. So I was in bed chilling. I did get up, stepped outside just for a second, and then went right back and out. Because it drained me. It actually drained me. It wasn't like really, really bad, but it drained me.
Okay.
I was like, And then the weather, it was raining.
What were the symptoms?
I was just tired. It just made me tired. I just felt a little weak.
So it didn't give you...
I didn't feel like I was sick or anything. It was just you know how you feel like when you drained out?
Right.
That's what it made me. It just made me feel like I was drained.
I felt like that before, but I was happy though.
You know what? You know what?
Speaking of which, how was your week, Miss Lyric?
Kind of like piggybacking off of what Tigger Man said. You know, it's been chill so far. Haven't had to go back to the ER for anything, so that's always great because I hate hospitals.
Listen, hospitals are just the worst. I can't even imagine.
Like, they have you sitting in there for like 3-4 hours. Somebody was literally throwing up waiting room, and the poor child was crying. I mean, screaming bloody murder, like somebody was stabbing her.
Oh, God.
And left her there. And I'm just like, we got to do better with this healthcare system for real. But other than that, it's been all right. I just got a lot of stuff. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying, spoil somebody's why that they stole from me.
Oh.
But it's been a lot of trying things that has happened.
Wow.
Well, that wouldn't be me because I don't steal things.
It's very annoying. But
Wow. Somebody got sticky fingers.
the best way that I can.
Are you saying somebody got sticky fingers? Sir, it's you over there with the klepto issue.
Fingers. I said, oh.
You!
What have I stolen?
You stole her Wi
For
the Wi-Fi.
Well, hold on. We're not even there yet.
No, we're not.
Well, y'all will know what I'm doing and why I'm a little bit annoyed. When you hear his why. I wrote a new song today.
You wrote a new song?
Oh,
I wrote a full-ass song today.
Really?
Wow. What is it about?
I can't tell you all that.
I wrote half of a song. I'm almost there with mine.
Okay. But I'm going into the studio on Thursday. We're going to lay down the music.
Okay. That's what's up.
So I am pretty excited and proud of myself because that is the first thing musical that I've done since I've been down.
Wow.
That's what's up.
I'm glad you're getting back into the swing of things. That's always good to hear.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
About you? How was Mr. Marcus?
Yes, how was Mr. Marcus?
Shout outs to the family. The Smoots, I visited them this past weekend.
All right, good.
So got to see
How's
Mom,
Mama?
Dad, Tiff. Everybody's good. Just thriving. My mom is enjoying. Well, she retired, but she's still like doing contracting. Just for like extra money and stuff.
Yeah.
So the girl is sitting back, relaxing, doing her thing. She ain't got to worry about, leaving her house or anything. All the things that we dream of and, aren't there yet.
So I have one request.
Sure.
I am still waiting on my sweet potato pie, Mama Smooth. So.
Well, there you go. You put it out there. She's probably listening.
Hear that, Mama?
I've been waiting patiently.
Hear that, Mama?
I would love to have it while I sit here.
Did y'all hear?
Feel a little better.
Sidebar, did y'all hear about the Walmart rumors that they're opening up their stores 24 hours again, starting, well, they said it was starting August 14th.
I didn't hear that, but what I did hear was in certain places they installing police, like jails, because it's been too many thefts going on in Walmart.
They be packing stuff up in those carts and then
you said they're trying to
self-check out people's
yes.
TVs for
yes.
Wait, you said they're installing what?
A police thing inside the Walmarts with a jail in it.
Like, so you could see the shoplifters? They're there like puppies and stuff? You'd be like, oh, there's one.
They probably have it in the back, but there's going to be a police station inside certain Walmarts.
Oh.
Because of that.
You made it sound like it was like some aquarium for kleptos.
No, they ain't gonna be on the shelf.
Oh,
I cannot.
Shoplifter on aisle 10.
All right. It'd be like you got to do your 10 or you got to do your 1 hour shoplifting stint
because people been stealing. They stealing.
I said all that to say the rumors are not true. According to USA Today, Walmart is not reopening their things for 24 hours because I saw so many people talking about it. So if you were one of those unfortunate individuals that on August 14th showed up at midnight to Walmart and were disappointed or showed up to an empty parking lot, girl, now you know why.
First of all, why are you that pressed to go to Walmart at midnight? Like, go to sleep. Do your shopping at normal hours. Like, who's going to Walmart?
Listen, my aunt was a warrior when it came to Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning trips because she was a night, I guess she's different now that she's a little bit older. But like for the longest time, my teenage years, it was nothing for my aunt to like us to be sitting there playing like Scrabble or something at 1 o'clock in the morning and she just turn up and be like, yep.
You smell the one? Oh, God.
Yep. One and the same. Yep. She would be.
In the morning.
she will be in there. And hold on, and be there for a minute. Like, and my aunt was always notorious for closing a store. Like, she would go to a store, like Marshall's or something. They'd be like, please bring all your purchases up, or the store's closing in 10 minutes. You tell my aunt that the store is closing in 10 minutes, you may have said, just stay another hour. Because she is not making her way to the nobody's register until she is done. Like, you literally, it was literally people that had to walk up to her and be like, excuse me, girl. Well, y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to get up.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Yep. Did y'all hear about that lady that was found inside the alligator?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
She was
Half her body. Half her body.
Yes, it says a woman's body found in the jaws of a 13-foot Florida alligator.
I seen it.
She was apparently a 41-year-old woman. Her name was Sabrina Peckham. Yeah, and she was found in the waterway. Now, apparently they're saying an investigation will determine the circumstances behind the woman's death.
I'll tell you what the circumstances
alligator bite.
She was, no. They also said in that article that she was told numerous times to stay out of that area for trespassing. So you fucked around and you found
out. The alligator said, oh, okay.
I'm trying to find a picture of the woman, but nobody has posted one. I want to see,
I'll send it to you after.
Wait, is she a sister? That's all I want to know.
No, it's a white lady.
Oh, I figured, because, we ain't going to do that.
Who was homeless at the time and a junkie.
Oh, well,
yeah. Oh, so she didn't really care. She didn't care.
Wait, so the alligator was high.
That's what I was going to
You know what? Shut up. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. Oh my God.
I don't understand. That's the entitlement, though. They told you to stay away from the area.
Ain't it?
Numerous times for trespassing. You're trespassing. Stay away from me. She said, oh no, I'm going to do what I want to do. Like I said, she fucked around and found out.
Yes, indeed.
That alligator said, a snack.
That alligator literally said, Cocaine Bear ain't got shit on me. Watch this real quick. I got you, Becky. Yeah. Becky with a side of butter, bitch. Okay. All right. So, speaking of the Y-Files, which we hinted at, guess what? They're up next.
Yes.
Yep. We'll be right back.
So one of my girls called me earlier today talking about some Lonnie. What's going on? I said, bitch, what you talking about? She said, you ain't tell me the niggas was going like that. I said, the niggas going like what? Hold on. Are we on the three-way? Hey, officer, my name is Ronald McDonald. What's going on? She said, nah, Lonnie, nah, but you ain't tell me the niggas was going like that. Bitch, what is you talking about? So then she goes on to tell me that she met this dude. Blue eyes, dark like Wesley Snipes, and a sharp shape up and haircut like Martin from his show in the 90s, Martin. She hung out with him a couple of times, then he finally invited her to his house. So she goes over to the house and she knocks on the door real hard, boom, 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 like a cop, my bitch heavy-handed. He opened the door and that's when she noticed his eyes wasn't blue no more. So then he said to her, before you say anything, I took my contacts out, and then invited her in. Now that didn't say that, bitch, I just kept listening. They go to the living room and they sit down on the couch and they begin to watch TV. In the midst of them watching TV, he asked her, was she comfortable? She said, I would like a pillow. So he said, nah, they ain't giving you no pillow. So she said, give me a pillow. So she reached for the pillow and they got to struggling for the pillow, just a fighting, bitch. Next thing you know, they tussling in a playful way. So then they tumbled from the couch to the floor. And when his knees hit the floor, his hair shifted. Now, my good girlfriend thought she hit her head too hard and she was seeing things and her vision was blurry. But as they continue to struggle and play and laugh and giggle, his hands hit the floor real hard. And that's when the top of his head fell on her chest like spaghetti on the floor. My bitch freaked out. She got the whoo, 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 because she didn't know what was on her, bitch, okay? She thought it was a sleeve from a wet black fur coat. And then when he felt that breeze on his head, bitch, okay, yeah, and he realized he went from Billy D. Williams to George Jefferson, bitch, he covered his head and ran for cover. He ran to the bathroom, and she's sitting there holding it in her hand like a furry kufi. A premature baby, real delicate, and don't know what to do. So she walks it back to the bathroom where he shut the door at like the body of Christ. She knocks on the door, knock, knock, knock. She asks that motherfucker, do you want your hat? He told her, you can leave it on the couch, and we done for the night. I'll call you. So as she was walking away from the bathroom, she laid the hair on the couch like a cloth at the church. She walked out the door and locked the door behind her. Got in her car, and that's when she called me and said, Lonnie, why you ain't tell me that's what the men be doing nowadays? And I said to that bitch after she told me the full story, bitch, why you didn't bring the hair with you so we could have sold it? And I also told my bitch to stay away from that nigga. He got too many disguises, bitch. He might be into identity theft.
Why do you have roaches?
The Why File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com. And we take your Facebook messages at Facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. This is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Go ahead, Tigger Man, with your klepto issues.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My lie comes from me.
No, it don't. Your wild come from Lyric.
I want to know, why the hell are people stealing wallets out of people's persons in the hospital? Why?
I got the
Why
answer
you
to that.
digging your hands in somebody else's purse, stealing their shit in the hospital?
Because they trifling, they ratchet, they ghetto, they ain't got no home training, they broke as shit. I mean, do I need to keep going?
I don't know. You need to give a backstory for the people that may not know.
Right, I want to know.
So while I was in the hospital, I keep my purse like right next to me at the little bedside table or whatever.
Okay.
And I always have it closed, zipped up. So the day that I was getting discharged, I noticed that it was open. And I'm like, I didn't go in my purse, so what is really going on?
The nurse went in there.
Oh, well, of course I know it was an employee. Of course I know it was an employee.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what is going on? And one of the papers that I had was like at the top of the purse, and I look in it, and I'm just looking rummage through, and I was like, where the fuck is my wallet?
Oh no!
Somebody stole my motherfucking wallet! I screamed that shit.
I would have said it. I would have yelling too. I'd have been going off up to this.
Wow.
Child, I called the peoples, I called the police, I called the security, I called the National Guard. I called everybody. What the fuck you mean?
Not the National
Now
Guard.
I gotta go. Now I gotta go and try to find a way to get my shit back and all of this stuff, cancel all these cards. It was more so an inconvenience. I wasn't even worried about the bank cards because bitch, you ain't getting nothing. I keep my shit locked.
Right.
I know this word.
So let's be clear. But my social security card and my ID, bitch, I'm real mad about that because that's gonna be a hassle to get.
Of course.
Although they did say that since I did have the police report, and the people at the DMV shouldn't give me such a hard time about it. But I'm still fucking mad.
You might be able to order it offline.
I looked. I can't.
Oh well.
We'll talk about it later.
Why?
Because the truth is out there.
This why comes from Derek from Texas. He wants to know, why is it that every time people get around gays, they want to accuse them of, quote, doing too much. He wants to know, what exactly is too much? Being open about our sexuality, flirting with our partners, holding hands? He says, because I can't understand why when we do the same things as everyone else, we are somehow doing the most.
I don't think that's a gay thing. I think that's a people thing, because I always go out in public and be like, yo, they be doing too much. And it be everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody do too much. Be loud and obnoxious. You can hear their conversation. This morning, I was woke up out my sleep from a nigga on the phone.
Oh.
Doing too much.
Talking about, somebody ain't paying the rent and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, come on, bro, you doing too much.
This was outside? Wow.
So everybody's doing too much.
This was outside?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Third floor.
That's
I heard
not
it through my
cute.
window. And I'm like, why are you
Listen,
talking
let me
out
tell you.
loud on your phone?
Right.
For me to hear what's going on in your house. You doing way too much.
And that's how it is where I'm at too. Them damn kids above me, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, knowing they gotta go to school. All you hear is, you doing it now? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the hell?
They having wild sex.
No, it's the damn kids up there. 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
They wild.
Baby need a bedtime.
Wild for sure.
I'm about ready to go.
Well, I will say this to, what was it, Derek from Texas? All right, so Derek, I would say, yeah, people do have a tendency to be a little bit extra when it comes to the gays, or, you know, when we do the same things as our straight counterparts, that makes a lot of people uncomfortable when we are so open and honest about it. I mean, a young man was killed at a gas station recently for just being gay and dancing. So yes, it is definitely an uphill battle, but using our powers for good is how we're going to eventually change this narrative and make it to where you can literally live in this world, mind your goddamn business, and people leave you the hell alone. Why? Because the truth is out there.
Okay, all right.
Miss Lyric?
I got one. I just thought of something, and I just seen this today.
Mm-hmm.
My why is, okay, y'all know it's fall now.
Yes, indeed.
Why is some of y'all non-people...
You mean white people?
still wearing shorts and flip-flops and tank tops in the rain and it's cold and the wind is blowing like 60-something degrees and you still out here in your flip-flops and shorts? Why?
Because they choose to. They'll be out there, it will be a blizzard, and they will be outside damn near, like, yeah, it'll be a t-shirt and shorts. Like, what are you doing? And I swear if they get naked, you won't be able to see them in a whiteout. But, you know, I've never understood that. I've never understood the logic behind it. I've never understood why, like, I've never understood what it is about not putting on more layers that makes you, like, is it a macho thing? Is it a thing of where, oh, look at me, I'm a big manly man, so the cold don't bother me. I'm just gonna sit here with my pneumonia. Like, what is going on there, sis?
I see the women doing it too, though. Outside walking their little dogs. With their little booty shorts on in 60-degree weather.
It's usually the white girls in the little toboggans and Uggs that, you know, I'll see.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Y'all so confused. I mean, would you please dress properly? Because we don't want your germs when you fuck around and get sick.
Exactly. And be forever. It wouldn't bother us. It wouldn't bother me at all if y'all was just out there and you was just cold. But it's, you want to be cold, you want to underdress, and then you want to come near me sniffling, sneezing, coughing.
And coughing. I hate that shit. And I'm looking like, right, I'm looking like,
don't sneeze and cough near me and you don't cover your motherfucking...
Exactly.
Right.
I'm quick to turn around and say, excuse, are you okay?
Right. And they be the first ones out their mouth talking about, well, I mean, COVID's over. Girl.
No the hell.
In front of their face. I don't care. I put my shirt right up here.
Right.
Get somebody else to do it because I don't want it.
Forever. And it's always, they always got a cold. Why? Why are you always girl, if you every time
have no tissue, why are y'all using y'all shirt to wipe y'all nose?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. They have things for it. They're called napkins. They're called tissue. They're called a handkerchief. They make things for this, Karen. God damn it.
Because the truth is out there.
And that wraps it up for this week's Why Files. Always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter. Send them over. Send your why questions over to WRTRradio@gmail.com. I've been getting the ones that y'all been sending recently, so I appreciate that. I guess we're going to do news to make you nauseous.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll be right back.
So let's talk about when they changed Jesus' skin color from looking like he was from the Middle East to looking like he was from Europe. So you know Michelangelo, you know, the guy who painted the Sistine Chapel? Well, he had a picture of a white guy up on his wall, and when the Pope came into his room and asked, hey, who is that? Michelangelo said, oh, that's our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. No, it wasn't. It was his lover. So if you got a picture of a guy who's my complexion, with his arms out, with thorns around his forehead on your wall, you got a picture of a gay guy. You are actively worshiping a false idol by y'all's pretenses, because that's not Jesus. That's a homosexual who y'all also bastardize, even though it's not in the Bible at all to do that. Bye.
I remember when you first got him.
He is wild.
Look at him.
He is wild.
That's your first time seeing his dog?
No, you a black dog. We don't do that.
Right.
In the face.
Look, he gets on my nerves.
You're in a
Gets
black
on my
household.
everlasting nerves.
That's a
Say
no.
hi.
Oh, he a little too comfortable with licking in your face. What kind of white shit you got going on at your house?
Zeus, say hi. Okay, he got to go. Goodbye.
You better tell that dog he a black dog. We don't need that licking in the face bullshit.
And he argues with me. I'm telling you, listen.
He argues with you?
Oh,
he's like a human.
Oh, he's mixed.
He's like a human. I'm telling you. I'll be telling him, sit your ass down. He'll look at me. I'm like, shut up.
It don't sound like you winning these arguments either.
My sister be in there laughing, and then come out there and be like, I just heard y'all in here arguing.
Number 1, don't let other people's expectations GPS where you're going. Fuck these people. Everybody always got an opinion. Everybody always wants you to be who they want you to be because they can't figure out who the fuck they are. Fuck them. You only got one life to live, yours. You only can control everything that belongs to you. Number 2, prepare yourself for the switch up because people are so fickle. They love you today and hate you tomorrow. Everybody loves the underdog till they become on top. Don't invest so much into people that you leave yourself empty. And number 3, be very selective on who you seek your advice from because everybody's success isn't your story. And just because they a billionaire doesn't mean they made an honest living. And just because you got a platform, a microphone, a podcast, and that means everything that you say applies to who I am? This includes me too. You can't go off of what people say. You got to go off of how they make you feel. Because everybody not relatable. And everything that you say don't apply to the way that I walk. So you got to be very careful on who you listen to. Because certain people know how to dress things up just to sell you a product. Everybody don't fuck with you. They just want something from you.
And now,
Say what?
news to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. My name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
And this your boy, Tigger Man.
And this is news to make you nauseous. Ladies first.
All right. Say what, Texas?
Say what?
A 6-year-old Texas boy named Jeremy is in critical condition after he was reportedly attacked in his home by his next door neighbor.
What?
In a statement, shared by the Williamson County, Texas Sheriff's Office, the reported assault was considered to be a random act. They added that the public is no longer in danger because at approximately 5 a.m. on September 11th, deputies from the Williamson County Sheriff's Office responded to a disturbance in progress at a home located on Rock Mill Loop in Georgetown. The Facebook statement said, the post went on to identify Daniel Logan, who the sheriff's office said had unlawfully entered the neighbor's home and beat the child with a baseball bat.
Wow.
In investigation, detectives determined that Logan forced entry into the home armed with a baseball bat and assaulted 2 individuals, including the 6-year-old child. Both victims were taken to area hospitals for treatment. The 39-year-old is charged with 2 first-degree felonies, injury to a child, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a family member.
Wow.
That is crazy.
According to Fox 7, Logan also allegedly struck his 65-year-old mother, Cynthia Logan, with the bat as well.
Wait. Wow. So he was just hitting everybody with the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have a bad day? Like, what was the premise behind? Did they find out, like, what drove him toward this or what?
Well, they said that they ordered a mental health assessment the next day after he was arrested. So those...
that track.
Those haven't come out yet to see what's going on with him mentally. But something obviously is going on for you to just be busting in somebody's home and doing some wild shit like that. Like,
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Sound like some stuff you do.
Prayers to that family, though. And
repeat that.
I said it sound like some stuff that you would do, Tigger Man.
Whatever.
I thought Texas was like an open carry state. I'm just talking about as far as like the homeowner. Like, if it was me, Mr. Whoever, you would have made it out the house. They would have been carrying you out with a body bag, touching my kid. Sorry, not sorry.
This is true.
There.
Oh, your turn, Ticket Man.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Say what? Orlando, Florida.
Say what?
Here we go with Florida.
Yes.
You
Anyways.
never hear anything positive coming out of Florida anymore. Somebody tweet me or somebody say something that positive that happened in Florida. Tag me in a story.
Universal Studios.
What happened?
Hello. You know what? I'm done. Anyways, a Florida mother and her boyfriend are now facing charges after leaving two toddlers home alone.
Oh, God.
According to Fox 35 Orlando, the couple left the children without supervision for approximately 8 hours while they went to work on September 1st.
8 hours?
When the couple returned, one of the toddlers was found unresponsive and later pronounced deceased.
Oh my God.
According to the Gainesville Police Department, 22-year-old Donria McLaughlin and 26-year-old Sean Lee were arrested on Friday. Additionally, the couple has been charged with felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated child abuse, and 2 counts of child neglect.
Oh, God.
According to the police department released, authorities and emergency medical services responded to a Florida home on September 1st. At the time, it had been reported that a 3-year-old girl was unresponsive at the location. Upon arrival, the child's mother, McLaughlin, informed authorities that she had taken a nap. However, several hours later, she had awoken by her boyfriend, Lee, who informed her of the toddler's condition. The 3-year-old was taken to the hospital and later pronounced deceased. As the Gainesville Police Department continued their investigation, authorities soon discovered that McLaughlin and Lee left the 3-year-old and her sibling unsupervised in the home for approximately 8 hours.
I'm just trying to figure out what did you think was going to happen? Like,
right.
You know, I mean, you leaked 8 hours, a toddler, and then you come home and it's like, Lee, the baby's not moving. And I can just imagine his old wooden tooth ass response talking about oh well, I'm gonna get my pants on real quick and we'll take him up to urgent care. The fuck
That's crazy. Authorities allege that both adults attended work during that time. Additionally, neither McLaughlin nor Lee arranged for, provided care, or checked on the toddlers during their absence.
No kidding.
When McLaughlin and Lee returned home, they allegedly discovered one of the children to be unresponsive.
Oh my God, I made this up.
What?
I'm just saying, it's literally playing out like I just made up. That's hilarious.
Additionally, during the investigation...
hilarious.
Oh, no, it's not hilarious. No, it's not hilarious they died, but, you know.
Additionally, during the investigation, authorities reportedly discovered that Lawlin and Lee had a history of prolonged abuse and neglect towards the toddlers.
Oh.
The surviving sibling also received treatment at the hospital the day of the incident for unspecified injuries.
What?
Well,
yes.
That checks. Because if you remember my story from last week during News to Make You Nauseous out of Florida, and it was about a child molester that was already a registered offender or somebody that had already gone through this. So Florida has not had the best track record of holding people accountable for the wrongs that they do. They never did, they never will, and here we sit in yet another life.
Now I'm up here I'm looking at their mug shots. Both of them are cheesing, smiling hard.
He got wooden teeth, don't he?
That's terrible.
You stupid.
My thing is, you know,
he got
there
nice
are laws in place. You could have just dropped. It's called the Safe Haven Law, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that I'm right, though. And what that is if any time that you feel that you cannot take care of your kids or whatever the case may be, you will not get any charges on you if you drop them off at your local fire station. I do not understand why people are so negligent with these children. If you cannot take care of them or you do not want them, first and foremost, stop freaking having them.
Exactly.
And then if you happen to have them, give them to a family who will, take care of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not understanding why you feel like you got to go to the resort, beating on them to the point of killing them and doing all this stuff, throwing the babies in the trash. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, no, we can't stop having them, because if we stop having them, then, there might be some sense in the whole abortion debate. Then people in Florida might actually have to do right things by people. Let's think.
Plan Bs are in existence. That is not an excuse. There are ways to not have children.
There are, but
stop
so far
you can stop being a whore.
Several.
You can get on some type of birth control. If your body can't handle that, use condoms. If you're allergic, there are plenty of different condoms. Like, there's not an excuse.
There's what is that next day pill? Or
Plan B.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
And there's even different forms of that. So there's no excuse.
You were thinking of the morning after pill, which is the same thing.
Y'all terrible.
Instead of just having these babies, leaving them just to fend for themselves, and then coming back and then acting like victims. And then what kills me is when they get in front of a judge and jury, then these people want to fall out and go on with the waterworks. Girl, bye.
No, I'm so sorry.
How many hours did that kid cry? How many hours did that kid before it lost its life? Like, are you kidding me? Lock these people underneath the jail. I don't care how good his teeth is. Fuck
I just couldn't get him to stop crying. It was just doing too much. You know how they do.
Oh. All right. Well, this is news to make you nauseous. So say what, Zimbabwe?
Say what?
Why are you already falling out? Zimbabwe.
Why Zimbabwe?
Well,
you want to go international with his news.
Okay.
At a star-studded gala held in Zimbabwe, a model named Brooke Jackson, a white woman, was crowned the winner of the Miss Universe Zimbabwe 2023 as her fellow competitors gathered around her clapping as she gaily accepted her goddamn award.
She could be from Zimbabwe. She could be born in Zimbabwe.
She actually is.
Immediately after her crowning, the internet went in because what world do we live in where this white bitch gets to be a motherfucking Miss Universe of Zimbabwe? Bitch, y'all didn't colonize the rest of the planet. Now y'all gotta hone in on the little bit of shit that we got? God damn. I mean, really? What the fuck?
Well, you know what?
What? This is ridiculous.
What I will say
is... you have nothing to say. Because they did this shit. And then they did this shit to the damn... No, because I'm pissed off. These people did this same shit. They did that same shit with them white girls that lost that competition, too.
Hold on.
They brought them to the White House. You remember? The black girls won.
The
black girls won and were supposed to get the trip to the White House. What'd they have to do? Oh, well, we're going to include everybody because the white girls lost. And then the black kids was like, oh, okay, well, y'all can have all that because we don't want it. Why do they continue? Why is it that the few... Okay, the issue that I have is not that... Well, yeah, it's totally that it's a white woman, but it's the fact that all of these spaces that we continue to create for ourselves, why is it the white people constantly want to be a part of them? You can't have black yoga without white people feeling like they need to be in it. Oh, well, why does it have to be black yoga? Why can't we be invited? Bitch, because it's black.
Because y'all kept us out of the majority of shit.
Exactly. Bitch, you won't be having downward dog in this goddamn yoga. Fuck you.
We couldn't go in the same restaurants as y'all.
Right.
We couldn't go in the same hotels as y'all. Even if we were famous, we had to go through the back door
Exactly.
to get into places. And then right after somebody performed, they had to leave immediately.
Exactly.
So that's why.
And we create these places
so we can feel safe in, and we can
I know that's
accept
right.
it.
Exactly. And we create these places for us so that we can feel safe, so that we can identify, so that we can feel recognized. And the first thing you want to do is walk your white as right ass up in there and sit there and be sitting all over everything and coughing because you don't want to wear no goddamn coat. Fuck
we can't
y'all.
never have nothing nice. We can't never have nothing nice.
Nothing.
Ain't no FUBU over here for us, by us.
Sure
Not
won't.
no more.
Who voted for her?
Apparently, I mean, she there was no funny business in it, but it nauseated me because I'm like, I know Miss Universe of Zimbabwe is not this white bitch.
All I saw in the picture was a host of beautiful black women and then her.
Didn't you see it?
Out
Out of all the black
everybody.
women there, she won against the black. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Lord Jesus.
All of them though?
And there's some bad bitches there. They are bad.
I cannot.
If you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at MARCUSSMOOT. That's Marcus Smoot.
I am on all the socials except for OnlyFans at Lyric Bravado.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Hello. And you can find me on Facebook at Tony Tiggerman Nelson, and also on Twitter and Instagram at Tiggerman82, and of course OnlyFans. Hello.
Gross.
I gotta make my extra coins.
Post some shit.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is actually looking you up on OnlyFans.
Right now,
I'm pretty sure they did. They might find something too.
You know what? Somebody
Jesus.
is probably getting money off of us under that username because of you. Probably thinking it's you.
Copyright infringement.
In keeping up with this white energy, we talking about Faith Struthers. Up next on Real Talk, a white woman that has decided to go on TikTok and tell her version of what she thinks the cause is behind slavery, racism, and all that. Up next.
By age 30, you should be old enough to accept these 4 realities. 1. Instead of focusing on the people who left, focus on the people in your life who have chosen to be there. Focus on the ones who stayed and the ones who appreciate you and respect you. Focus on the ones who empower you and make your life beautiful. You are surrounded by human beings who know that they want you in your life. Never take them for granted. 2. People who have good hearts will always end up losing because they will always give more than they receive. They always forgive, and they always accept the love they get even when they know they deserve better. 3. Don't kill people with kindness because not everyone deserves your kindness. Kill people with silence because not everyone deserves your attention. Lastly, 4. Every experience, both the good and the bad, will eventually get you to where you are supposed to be. Every win, every loss, and every mistake. Don't be afraid to mess up, and don't expect success overnight. Get lost, then find yourself over and over again. Work hard, and learn to enjoy the process of your journey. Remember, the people who like to walk will walk further than the people who just like the destination.
CEO in Australia is saying just that. He's saying the quiet part out loud for all CEOs around the world, not just in Australia. He is saying what they're all fucking saying in quiet, on the phone, under the ground. He's saying it out loud. Listen.
We need to see unemployment rise. Unemployment has to jump 40-50% in my view. We need to see pain in the economy. We need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around. I mean, there's been a systematic change where employees feel the employer is extremely lucky to have them, as opposed to the other way around. I think the problem that we've had is that we have people decided they didn't really want to work so much anymore through COVID, and that has had a massive issue on productivity. You know, tradies have definitely pulled back on productivity. You know, they have been paid a lot to do not too much in the last few years, And we need to see that change. We need to see unemployment rise. Unemployment has to jump 40-50% in my view. We need to see pain in the economy. We need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around. I mean, there's been a systematic change where employees feel the employer is extremely lucky to have them, as opposed to the other way around. So it's a dynamic that has to change. We've got to kill that attitude, and that has to come through hurting the economy, which is what the whole global, the world is trying to do. The governments around the world are trying to increase unemployment to get that to some sort of normality. And we're seeing it. I think every employer now is seeing it. I mean, there is definitely massive layoffs going off. People might not be talking about it, but people are definitely laying people off, and we're starting to see less arrogance in the employment market, and that has to continue because that will cascade across the cost balance.
Like I said, it has always been a class war. In 2021, corporate profits could account for about double that, nearly 60% of inflation, meaning it was not costs driving inflation, it was corporate profits. And the reason why they're freaking out, especially here in America, is because corporate profits in the United States declined by 5.9%, a little less than what they had previously thought would be 6.8%, but compared to the 2.7% in decline in the last 3 months, they're freaking out. And the reason why a lot of these corporations are losing money is because we can't pay for shit. A lot of fear. Rent hikes across the country means eviction notice for many Americans. We don't have the money to spend on stupid shit that these corporations are paying. We could barely pay for food. We could barely pay the rent. When I moved into this apartment 4 years ago, my rent was $10.25. So I want to say either 2020 or 2018, they had put something on the ballot to raise Florida's minimum wage from $7.25 to $15, but they were going to do it in increments. Every couple years, raise it up till it gets to $15 in like 2 or 3 years. The minute that shit passed, rent went up. Now, for the same apartment that wasn't even worth $10.25, I pay $13.95, and he's about to raise the rent again.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk on WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
You really need to learn your history because that's not actually how it happened. And if you date back even before America was a thing, there were slaves. Hell, before the Africans came over here, the natives were the slaves. And if you want to go even further back, you've got the Irish who were slaves. You know, they had this big old sign in all the windows that say, "No Irish need apply." Racism has been around long before the United States was ever a thing. The African slave trade had been going on long before that. Or how about when they went down to the Aztecs and the Aztecs were selling them? The African slave trade came along long before the United States was ever a thing. So can you please actually crack a history book before you just spew nonsense that's false? Please do your research before you start coming at me and being like, no, it happened because we had an Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution happened after the Civil War was a thing. The Civil War had already started. And if you really dig into the history facts, there were 3 or 4 states in the United States before it was even considered its own country that abolished slavery. So and you're gonna love this. If you actually look, most of the slave owners back then were black. Why? Because they were getting it from the African slave trade. Who started it? Africans, who were fighting over what? Land and territory. The natives had other native tribes as slaves. You guys really need to stop rewriting history to fit an agenda, because that's exactly what you're doing. If you actually dig into the history books, if you actually dig into the artifacts, if you actually dig into the things that were around during that time period, the newspaper articles, people's personal journals, you're gonna realize you're wrong. No, Actually, I'm very educated. The problem is they switched history to make it seem like one side was worse than the other. But let's dig back a little bit, and I'm really going to blow y'all's freaking mind. So you know General Lee Grant? The one that everybody's like, oh, he was white, he was a slave owner, blah, blah, blah. Actually, he was a black slave owner. So we're going to get that clear right now. If you really want to talk about how they whitewashed history, they changed people of power that were color to white to make sure that their version of history could cause a divide. And look at what happened. Because there's no, oh, we're just going to agree to disagree now. Oh no, it's one's better than the other. You know, reverse race, or you know, racism, the actual definition of the word, it's not color.
So let's go in on this bitch. So y'all seen the videos, you heard the video rather. Thoughts?
I just have one question.
I don't have anything to say.
I do. I have one question.
I don't.
What's the question?
Is it crack or is it meth?
It's both. It's both.
This bitch has lost her motherfucking mind. What you're not gonna do is that, sweetheart.
Listen.
Like, how fucking dare you, bitch? Like, how fucking dare you?
Hold on. And then she said, well, the first thing, her Freudian slip about reverse racism. She had to go back and correct herself.
That's why I said, hold on for a minute. What?
Yeah. So, girl, you already recognize that white... Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially Texas, let's put it out there, especially a lot of these Southerners, people that are from these states, mostly Trump supporters, that have gotten this... I don't know if he's like, you know, put a little battery in their back in order to make them even more, you know, racist than they normally would be.
Racist. Yeah. It's always been closet racist, but because the technology is where it is and everybody has a camera phone and everybody wants to stop and record when people are dealing with Karens, you hear people a lot more comfortable calling somebody a nigger to their face in these encounters. Why? Because yes, he put the battery in their backs. He basically supported it by not denouncing those good old boys that came up to his rally. Yep. Okay, so who are known like KKK members? Like, come on, bro. But my thing is, and I'm gonna always say this, and I said it earlier, just like the lady with the alligator, fuck around and find out. Because guess what? God knows. God knows. I have never had it happen a serious encounter with a Karen as of yet, and I'm pretty sure that's God, because my reaction might not be everybody else's reaction. I'm going to be buck all. Period. I am not dealing with that shit. I am not my ancestors in any counts. I'm not doing any of that. You are getting cussed out. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, all of that shit, and I'm not recording none of it. I'm gonna leave that shit in the moment where it is. Because that's crazy. People are wild. Like, I don't understand, like, the whole point of you making this video. You making yourself look stupid.
Oh, she's done several videos. Actually, her whole TikTok, again, her name is Faith Struthers, at Faith Struthers on TikTok. Y'all can look her up. It's literally, her whole TikTok is her going back and forth with different people that then combat what her thought process is. And my problem is this. You're talking about simple things, simple things that can be looked up, because she said Lee Grant. Who the fuck is Lee Grant? Are you talking about Robert E. Lee? Because that's a white man. Are you talking about General Grant? Because that's a white man.
A white man.
Who is it that you talking about here, girl? Because everybody that you named,
it's black, and he was a slave owner.
There were black slave owners.
And we whitewashed. Yeah.
So
go sit your ass down somewhere. Go sit down.
So
niggas. We disadvantaged y'all, and we kept y'all, you know what I'm saying, out of stuff. Like, come on, young. It's right. It's like people can't be this fucking stupid. Or is it a mental issue, or is it drugs?
Totally a little bit of both. See, weed ain't for everybody. Weed makes certain people intelligent, but I feel like it just hurts other people. Especially,
I don't think, no, that's not weed. That's some other shit.
Honestly, I'm just being funny, but like people in Texas and those southern states and those people, like, I don't understand. You have the information. It is available. And the part that bothers me the most about this is that she's not the only person with this mentality. She's not this person.
It's a couple of them.
She's not the only person with this thought process, but the way that they're working in Florida, trying to take what they call it critical race theory out of schools, which is where you learn about what really happened. I feel like she's going to be a product, or I'm sorry, she's pretty much just like the mold for the types of people that we're going to have to deal with moving forward when they start removing this type of education. I honestly do.
All they trying to do is set us back for years. That's all. Because how can you erase our history?
They have documents of the freaking slave trades.
They do.
They have all of that.
We have a whole museum in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. And you see that just a couple of
which
years
has
ago.
all of that information in there. You can't erase what's the truth. The truth will always be the truth.
And that's just like a couple of years ago when they just discovered the last slave ship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Down in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the owner of it.
Pretty much. But you know what?
But somebody gonna say that wasn't a slave ship. That was the Ark.
You know, goodbye.
I'm being real. I'm not even trying to be funny because that's what people's mindset is nowadays. They'll literally know that something is the truth, but they'll say something else, and then try to make themselves believe it, and then pass on that lie to other people.
Yep. And you know what? White supremacy is just that. It's like it's them. Well, it's becoming a thing now to where they feel threatened. It's like, oh, we're no longer superior. People are actually noticing how dope other cultures are. And they don't have anything to show for it themselves. Everything that white people have right now, they've literally handpicked and cherry-picked across from other cultures. Everything that you do, everything that you learn from the content that you create online to the dances that you try, like everything you have, you've stolen from other people.
Guess where it came from.
Everything
y'all
you
rock
have.
and roll enthusiasts.
Yes.
Who's so in love with Elvis.
Yeah.
Where that came from.
No.
Everything you have and everything that you are, you've literally stolen from other people, from other cultures, and now the spotlight's on you. You can't perform, so what you want to do, you want to go back and erase history. Oh, okay, so we're going to rewrite and we're going to take this out because we don't want this. Girl, no. Y'all are the problem. You're the problem. White people, stop this. Stop these narratives. Stop like this woman named Faith. She literally, nobody was asking her. Nobody was doing anything. And then she popped her white ass up on TikTok to tell us about how black people were slave owners. Kanye had the nerve to part his black ass lips talking about slavery as a motherfucking choice. You know, and then they all have this one, oh, well, you know what? It'll be like that one black friend in their family, or I'm sorry, the one black friend in their circle or whatever that goes, oh, well, I agree with this. And then they'll take it and run with it. Well, you know what? I asked Sharkeisha. Sharkeisha agrees with me, so it must be right. Yeah, like it'll be that.
I don't understand why people even pay that any attention. I ain't got time for that.
I'm not listening to no more mayo, unseasoned.
All I did was see her face, and it was like, I don't want to look at that shit.
Her face was kind of alarming.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Goddamn.
She can argue with her mama. Facts are facts.
Exactly.
It's not gonna change nothing. Exactly. I don't care what you say, what content you create.
It's
wrong is wrong and right is right. Like you just can't just come up with your own mind frame about what happened in history.
Exactly.
When there's proof, we have books, movies, all that type of shit. Like, come on, girl. Like, sit your ass down. You bored.
And that's what I wanted, and that's the point that I wanted to make. So, white people, I know you're listening, because, well...
She just want to go viral, that's all. She just want to go viral.
Yeah, well, okay. White people, listen up. You can't rewrite history. It's already happened, girl. Like, you can do better. And that's another thing. Like, we talk often on this show about when you know better, you do better. I was an asshole about things that I wasn't, privy to in the past. But I do better. I try to do better. And we're not asking you to rewrite history, which is what you're trying to do. We're asking you to do better moving forward. That's it. Black people just want to be left alone. We don't want you touching our hair. We don't want you rewriting history and taking our things. We don't want you remixing and changing our dances just so you can say that you came up with it. We don't want you being motherfucking Miss Universe of goddamn Zimbabwe, bitch.
Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I can't get over that. That's hilarious.
So, if anything...
In other words, stop stealing.
So, if anything, Miss White Struthers or Miss White... Oh, you know what? I'm calling the show White Faith. That's what it's going to be called.
Wow.
White Faith. That is what this show is going to be called because I just absolutely refuse. So, anyways, anybody else got anything to add on that, or are we wrapping up another edition of Real Talk?
All I'm going to say is cut it out.
Cut it out.
I got one more thing.
What you got?
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh. Yep.
Talking about the white lady, not y'all.
And to that hoe that stole her wallet, watch yourself.
When I find you, I'ma beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of beating asses, sidebar. Look, guess what I found out? From reading, things like history. Did you know, or have you ever wanted to see somebody like you broke up with or whatever? You know how like they be cheating on you or whatever? Did you know that there are still, let me see how many it is. I think it's 6. It's Hawaii, Illinois, New Mexico, North Carolina, Mississippi, South Dakota, and Utah are states that you can actually sue your spouse's side piece
for breaking up the marriage.
It's like a home wrecker kind of thing, yeah. So you can actually sue them for that. So if you on some like real petty get back type shit, and you live in one of those states, just letting you know, just dropping a little note in your inbox there, sis, you can get them bitches back. And the whole thing, they can... Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, really? Oh, really now?
Get your coins, girl.
You can sue them. And it's called, what is it? It's the home wrecker. They call it the home wrecker law. But, of course, it's actually more intricate than that. It's a thing of where, like, your intimacy, you can sue for them stealing your husband or your wife's intimacy from you.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they made that joint all across the board?
Across the board?
Baby,
yo!
I
guarantee you won't be none of that.
Yep. Listen. I need to move to one of these states. Let me tell you, my track record with some of these grimy ass Negroes out here.
But it's gonna be some scamming involved, though. You know, it's gonna be some girls trying to set their man up so they can collect that coin and all types of stuff.
You already know.
Because there's a few.
Oh, they'll do it.
God.
You already know they'll do it.
To be able to sue somebody for cheating on you, bitches will be shitting and falling back in it. Okay, wrapping up this week's Real Talk here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Once again, thank y'all so much for listening to us each and every week. Miss Lyric, welcome back. We're happy to have you.
Yes.
Happy to be back.
Hopefully they don't put you through no more drama and you gotta take off again, because that was a lot to go through, and I'm so sorry that you had to go through it. I'm sorry they stole your wallet.
Right.
Ciao. You know what? But they can't steal my joy. That's all that matters.
Hopefully. And then it was somebody with like a really bad wig that stole your wallet too. Because them nurses.
I bet it was. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to buy a new one, ho.
Yep.
Because that card was locked.
Exactly.
Locked and dropped it. Yeah.
All right. So I guess we out of here. And we'll holler at y'all next week.
until we meet again.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.